The NBA season is now really heating up, and if there's one thing that nobody saw coming before this season, it's that the Utah Jazz would have the best record in the league. After their first round loss in last year's playoffs, I was not confident in the team's ability to compete. I even thought they should have traded Gobert, but with how good they've been so far, they seem like real competitors. And despite the high level of play, it seems like many people seem to have no faith, even calling them a first round exit. But I'm here to tell you today, they're for real. Now before we get this video started, as always, if you like this video, leave a like. If you like this kind of content, consider subscribing, and let's get right into it. The nature of being in Salt Lake City makes managing an NBA team hard. No matter who the ownership and management is for the Lakers, they'll always be able to sign free agents, because who doesn't want to live in Hollywood? The Jazz will always have the disadvantage of being located where they are. They need to get talent by developing assets and making trades. Since the end of the Stockton and Malone era, the best they've been as a team was a solid playoff team, but nothing more. In fact, the highest seed they've had in the last 20 years was the 4th seed in 2001, 2007, and 2008. They also haven't made it past the second round since 1998 when they lost in the finals to Jordan's Bulls. After beating the Thunder in 2018, led by rookie Donovan Mitchell, the future seemed promising. They had a solid core and a young star, but the improvement over the next 2 seasons was minimal, not making out of the first round at all. That was when I thought they needed to trade Gobert. Seemed like they'd hit their ceiling, but so far this season, they look like a different team. And that's not because of any individual effort. Mitchell, who I'd say is the best player on the team, is having almost an identical season to last year statistically. The team as a whole has just been great, making an all-time record 17 threes a game on just about 40%. It's not a single player who's shooting well either. Ingles, Conley, Mitchell, Royce O'Neal, Bogdanovich, and Jordan Clarkson are all shooting at least 38% from 3 on at least 1 threes made per game. They have 6 players who are averaging double digits, and 4 of those are averaging 15 or more. With the amount of contributing players and chemistry, it almost reminds me of the 2015 Warriors. And this far into the season, being the first seed is no easy feat. In fact, if they maintained winning at this rate for an 82-game season, they'd win about 66 games, which is one off from the Warriors' 2015 record. But with all that aside, regular season doesn't matter at the end of the day. Do they really have the ability to beat the best teams in the West in a 7-game series? Yes. Not that they necessarily will, but they can. While their recent win against the Lakers was without AD, that doesn't mean they don't have the ability to beat the Lakers with Davis. Gobert has the defensive skills to limit AD, and we've already seen them beat the Blazers, Clippers, Bucks, Sixers, and Nuggets at least once. I believe they have the capabilities to beat all those teams in a 7-game series. Gobert's defense is good enough to slow down even the best of big men. But it's not just him, the team as a whole has the second best defense in the league. I do think the most important aspect for them going into the playoffs is their depth and consistency. There are multiple guys on the team that can go off at any time, but most importantly, even if those guys aren't going off, they're still good. They don't need to rely on somebody being hot to win, and that's valuable. Even with all that going for them, I still don't have them as my top choice to win it all. I'd say they have about 1 in 10 odds to win a chip this year, but they should at least make the conference finals. But what do you think? Do you think the Jazz are for real, or is this regular season a fluke? Let me know in the comments. As always, if you like this video, leave a like. If you like this kind of content, be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.